right, so the question was, people wanted to know how to make the Canva commercial video that we did, okay? Now, on this assignment, I will let you use other programs. If you want to use Canva and just do a video, you can do that. If you wanted to use your phone and record yourself making this commercial, you could do that. If you wanted to use Spark or any of the other products that you might think to use, you could do this using Google Slides if you wanted to, all right? But one specific thing that I was trying to show you in this assignment was how to do record a video presentation using Canva. Now, the advantage to this is when you do a video in Canva, you cannot add outside video and you cannot add outside audio. Okay, so if you wanted to add recording to something, you don't have that ability in Canva. So I'm trying to show you this as an option in this website here. Okay, so we're going to go. Let me close this out. Bring this up. There we go. So we're going to go to Canva. And I'm going to go to Create a Design. And then from Create a Design, I have Video Presentation is my option. All right, so Video Presentation. And there are templates that I can use. One of these templates actually shows you how to do something. And so you're going to have, just like we did with the videos, where the pages pop up down here, and it'll show you how to create all of this, okay? Now, I've got one that I have already made. And the question you got to ask yourself is, number one, what is my product? All right, so what am I selling? And the second question is, who am I selling this to? All right, now we talked about the different marketing techniques you might use, the ethos, pathos, and logos. And so I've got the articles that we posted about those. You can go look at those. So you're thinking, what am I selling and what am I selling to? Now, for your assignment, I want you to create a new product, all right? If you were going to do something, even something that already exists, what can you do that makes it better? Okay, what can you do? Like, what is your angle that you're trying to sell this product from? Okay, so on my presentation that I am doing this microphone just because it's something that I know about, and I'm really trying to show you kind of the techniques of this website. But that is so mine. I'm kind of cheating a little bit, and I'm using a product that already exists. All right, so but the other example that I gave you that my son did with the water, so we did water, and then we just made up our own brand for that. Okay. So I'm going to go back over to this. So this is the slides that I used, all right? So I had, and I used free slides, all right? And I had this is the template that I used. And so I added all of these slides to my presentation and then took out the ones that kind of didn't work for me, all right? And so, the color scheme was kind of working. Honestly, I probably would change this to something a little bit darker, maybe not quite as pastel, but I liked this one because it had a lot of people with instruments. And so there's still some changes that I would do to this. If I wanted to. Okay, so I used the template just like we did on our previous videos and all that. When we did the video of the YouTube intro card, and also when you were just making videos. Okay, so we've already kind of covered some of that. All right, but I was just going through here and like moving text and changing the color of text, all that stuff that we've already covered. But if you want to do that, you can select your text and go up here to the color option, and you can change based on what you're trying to do. You can change your fonts the same way. All of that are options up here at the top, okay? And so then I said, okay, I'm doing this presentation, and I'll show you what the presentation looks like in just a second. But I'm just preparing these things to talk about these different topics, all right? So because what I'm saying is you need to make sure you're deciding what your product is, what are you selling, and who are you selling it to, okay? This microphone that I sell, I'm going to sell it differently to a person who's about to start a YouTube channel than I would a teacher who's trying to do virtual instruction, than I would a business person who is just trying to sound better in meetings, okay? Than I would to somebody who's trying to record music, okay? So all of those different people care about different things, all right? And so trying to put this into a product like that. Now, the way that I'm selling this product is to somebody who is trying to start a YouTube channel, okay? I'm looking at all these different things, and I'm trying to figure out how am I going to which product do I get? I don't have that much money to try this one and then not like it. So which one am I going to get? All right. And so, the technique that I've got here is logos, okay, because it is logic, and I'm telling you the details of this product and why you should buy this product based on these stats and more like technical numbers and things. All right. So I start out my slides here with why the HyperX Quadcast is best for you. One of the things is that you can listen while you record. Here's a picture of the product as I'm talking about how it can look professional. We've got sound quality, so all these different things. And if you need help, like I brought these pictures in from the internet. All right, so I got this picture. I went over to Google. and search for the HyperX Quadcast, hashtag not sponsored, but open to it. All right, so I went and found some images of the HyperX Quadcast. There's a picture. This is one that I used earlier, okay? Right click, or if you're on a Chromebook, it is the 2-finger click. Okay, right click and then do copy image, and then I bring that over here and I can paste that. And remember, in Canva, you have to do Control V. All right, so, and I may have not covered that at this point because most of the images that we've been using, we brought in from things that were existing in Canva. All right, so if you want to bring in photos from outside sources, you can do that in Canva. Okay, so I just showed you how to do that. Just switch over on a tab, copy it, bring it back over here, and paste it. Okay, so I've got all these different things, and I've got my reasons why you should do this. And so, but I want to show you. So, like, if you need help formatting your page, then we can have that conversation. Okay, but I want to show you just over here to the right. Okay, top corner here, I have an option that says present and record. So once I get everything like I like it, I can go and present and record, right? So I click that button, and I have an option to go to Recording Studio. It's going to ask me for permission to do the microphone and the camera. Now this camera is my webcam camera. Hello. So I'm going to go, that's fine, I like that, and I'm going to hit start recording. Interesting. I'm going to hit start recording. Now, if you wanted to do this and not have yourself in there, you could cover the camera. That would be fine, okay? So, but I would say something like, why the HyperX Quadcast is the best mic for you? Well, there's a lot of different reasons that you could choose different products, and the HyperX Quadcast really is the best choice. One of the great things about it is it has 2 audio outputs, so you could have one output that goes to your recording device and another that comes out and goes into your headphones if you wanted to. You could do... you can also use this to have an output to another speaker if you wanted to do something like that. It looks professional, so you can see as we have it on camera here, it has a very stylish look and design to it that's not only very efficient but also looks good at the same time. So the great sound quality for the price range that you're looking at here, it really is the absolute best. There's lots of reviews comparing different ones. This video I'm currently making is using the HyperX Quadcast, and you can tell the sound quality as you listen, right? And so I would go through all of these different things. As I'm talking and I'm recording and we're going through this, and I made a full video that I'll post also where I do kind of a full demonstration of how you would do this. But keep in mind, I'm not just doing built-in shock mount. Affordable price. Okay? If you were doing a presentation and you were just reading your content to people, if you're just reading the slides for them, that is not going to be a very engaging commercial. Okay? All right, so I'm going to hit end recording now that I'm done. And it's going to be processing all of this information, creating something. And I have an option here to save. I will warn you, if you save, it is hard to go back and make changes to it. I had to go back and make a copy of it in order to do that. So just kind of be aware that if you hit save and close, then it kind of locks in that presentation. So, if you're happy with the presentation, that's fine. Let's see here. As we are processing, the longer the video is, the longer it's going to take to process. And when you go to submit this file, you can either send me the link or you can actually send me the downloaded file. There we go. All right, so I can do save and exit, and that will save my file like that, okay? I also can I have an option to download from here, and I have an option to copy the link from here, okay? So if I just do this copy link, I will go up here to the top and paste that in the box and hit enter. This will give me a video, so you could turn this in as your assignment. You could cover the camera, that would be fine, okay? So, but I would say something like, why the HyperX Quadcast is the best mic for you. Well, okay, so then now you see what this guy looks like here, and you've got these little breaks, and so that's when I change the slide, is all these little pieces here, okay? So you could see where this type of presentation could be very handy if you were doing a presentation for a class and you needed to do something, or if you had, there's a lot of reasons why this Canva application could be used in other things, all right? So, but this is a way that you can create slides and then record audio. And we talked about in class how you could use Google Translate to be your audio. So if you wanted to do a commercial like this and not have you speaking or you on camera, you can still do this assignment, okay? This is not the only way to do it, but this is certainly one way that you can do it, all right? This is the way I would recommend it because you get to actually use your words. But we saw examples, like I did those Volkswagen commercials that didn't have any audio, or the only audio it had was at the very end. and so you can tell a story, you can do a narrative that doesn't involve speaking. You do not have to be on camera for this, okay? But think about what product you want to sell, think about who you want to sell it to, okay? And then put all that together, write a script, and create a commercial using Canva or one of the other programs. I recommend Canva just because that's where the instruction took place, but if you have another program that you want to use, I'm open to that, okay? So if you need any help breaking down how we created all of this and what went into, actually creating the different pieces that were involved, to get, how did you get this picture here? How did you change this text? How did you get the, how do I change the color of the background? How do I change the transitions on the slides so when the words come out, they're flying at different places or whatever, okay? So there's a lot of technical stuff that we can talk about, and there's also the techniques of salesmanship and how to promote something and how to speak about something. So if you want to talk to me about what you are trying to make a commercial for and want some input about how you could do it better, or not necessarily better, just my opinion, I'll say. Okay, not that what I say is just going to be so much better, but, if you want my opinion, you want my advice, you want my direction, please talk to me about it. After you submit it, I will give you that advice also, and then you can resubmit if you want to, based on whatever grades you get, okay? So hope that helps, and I'll post the long version of the video that I made the other day, kind of showing you what I would actually do as a sales pitch for this, okay? The whole presentation should not be more than about, I would say, somewhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. If you're doing a commercial over 2 minutes, that's not a commercial, that's a mini-series, okay? So, and I'd like to have it around 30 seconds, but I understand, there are different formats where a shorter format commercial actually makes sense. So the video you see at the beginning of a YouTube video is not very long. So depending on, so I just want you to, if you make one that short, I need you to include where that is going to be viewed so you can explain the context of how that is set up, okay? So that's all I got for today. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you need any more guidance on it. Thanks.